Hello. Morning. Sering, are you there?
Yes, Mr. I am here.
Okay, now I test the sound, see whether you hear or not.
Eats. Then she sees the other
Can
one
you hear?
getting grape, and you will see what.
Yes, please.
So she gives a rock to us. That's the task.
Okay, okay, good.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay, then we shall wait for others to come in.
因为我们要换去 Zoom 哦，你进那个 link， 我给你那个 link， 你进 Zoom， 你有 Zoom 是不是 ？OK 啊，OK。
Zoom, the video sometimes a bit lag one, but it's okay. The sound is okay one.
After that you can share me the recording.
Can. Of course, I have to. So Zoom, I have no issue one so far. I have been using Zoom for training, for my webinar. So far, no issue.
Okay.
Very smooth. Can you hear the music?
Yes.
Good.
I think Google Meet also can, just that we don't know. We not yet tried before. So maybe Jing Yi must go and ask how to do the video in Google Meet.
Morning, Nyo. So everyone is here, right? Hello, Xiaoling, are you there?
Wilson, you hold on a bit. I think they are switching everyone from Google Meet to Zoom.
Okay, because I saw 22 people here. Today we have more people, is it?
I'm not sure. I need to check.
Yeah. Today we have more people than last time.
Oh, okay, great, thanks.
Because everybody is inside the Google Meet, so
okay,
we need to switch over.
Sure, thanks. You let me know when we start.
呀，我在这边啊。
Morning, Vincent. We can start early or is in early? Miss, I cannot hear.
I forgot to unmute. Okay, hi, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. So happy to see you again. After how long already? 1 month or 2 months, is it? Or 1 or 2 weeks?
1 month, 1 month.
1 month. Okay, okay. Okay, so Neo, do you mind to just maybe do the introduction? Why they are here? You know, especially for those newly joined. What is the objective today? Then I can carry on. So I can set the expectation today.
Okay, today's the objective is to defining the organization goal, department goal, and the individual KPIs for the employees, for the manager subordinates KPIs.
Okay, great.
This is the main objective for this today's workshop.
Okay, so may I just have a brief understanding of the background of the second group today? What are the position and so on? Just a brief one.
Okay, start with Jane. Jane, you can start introduce yourself, department.
Maybe no need to have one by one because of the time constraint. Maybe I just want to know generally, are there employee or supervisor or manager, you know, to the new one?
Okay, manager.
Okay. So that means they all have a subordinate, right?
Yes.
Okay. Great. Okay, great. No problem. Okay, shall we just to set expectation today, shall we? So today, what we are going to do is we're going to complete the departmental KPI. Okay, departmental KPI, and then if we have definitely we going to allocate time to define the employees KPI, the next level lah. But we may or may not able to finish all the employees KPI depending on our pace, how fast we are. Okay. So I'm going to repeat some of the slide from the first day because some of them are new here. I'm going to let them know why we have KPI lah. Shall we? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Very good morning to everyone. Morning. I'm Wilson here. Just for those of you haven't seen me the first time seeing me, so just to give an introduction on myself. Okay, let me start here. Okay, my name is Wilson. I'm Wilson Chen. I'm a KPI consultant, and this is my background. If you look at my background, most of my background, in fact, related to performance management. I talk about performance management every day. Now I work 7 days a week. Even tomorrow, I have another company to give to thing. So every day I talk about KPI. I dream also KPI, wake up and sleep also KPI. So that is my forte and that is my passion. I love what I'm doing. You can see I'm very energetic and doing what I'm doing here. So this is me lah. Okay, KPI. You can call me Mr. KPI also, no problem. Okay. So this is my background. Just to let you know, I'm a speaker for the V-Stage. Is a group of CEO, 800 CEO there. I'm also the speaker on the performance management. And we have a system called St. Merit. We won the #1 system in Malaysia and #2 in Asia. We participated the award in Singapore. And we also appointed by government. Okay, appointed by government to help the SME companies in Malaysia because in Malaysia, because of the pandemic, the economy is slowing down. You know, we're working together with the government to help the SME. And I'm also conducting training course, certification course with Help University on the fundamentals of KPI. So those are joined, they can get a certificate. And then we also appointed by FM Bank to deploy our system for their customer lah. Okay, optional. This is not optional for the customer. So this is me. And okay, why are we here? So for those of you who are new, why you are here? Right? Maybe a lot of people maybe don't understand the meaning of KPI. Why we need to have KPI? You all have been doing very well, especially last year. You all did very, very well. But why we need to have KPI? And some people may have a wrong perception on KPI. Why we need to have KPI? KPI, in fact, is to grow your company. To grow your company, to give everyone the direction. That is the objective. KPI is not about catching mistakes. It's not about catching people's mistakes. Okay? So you all have to correct the perception on KPI. I still remember 2 years ago, when I was in KLCC, and then we have an exhibition, we had a booth. One lady walked to me and asked, "What you all do?" So I told her, I proudly told her, I'm a KPI consultant. You know what she'd say? She said, "Oh, that is scary." Then she walked away. Wow, I'm so sad. You know, she walked away. So she said, "Scary? Why scary? KPI is scary." You know, KPI is not scary. You see, in fact, KPI is to motivate employees. In fact, yesterday I just had my our in-house town hall meeting with my employees. They're all very excited about KPI. Very excited about the future because we are talking about contributing to the company's growth. We grow the company together. It is not about catching mistake or what is not. That's why we need to understand the rationale behind the KPI. KPI is about building the future. How can we contribute, you know, to the company's growth? So that's why our way of doing things is totally different from many HR consultants, because we are talking about the vision, we are talking about the goals and so on. So this is what we want to do today. Okay. Let me share with you what we have done to recap previously. Okay, so we need to do 5 things to define the KPI. Okay, so the first step is we need to understand the company's vision, which is what we have done in our day 1. So we have defined the company vision for Melacca Security, and this is a short-term vision, 5 years vision. So why we need to know the vision? Because when we know the vision, we know the company direction, we will know that how we can play a role to help the company. Whether we want to grow with the company, you know. So this is for us to understand. Then after that, we define the company goals. What are the goals, the big goals that you want to achieve for your company? You cannot stay here. You need to grow your company. So then you will believe how you achieve it. Then after that, we define the company KPI. So why we need a KPI? KPI is because it's for us to understand, you know, how we can achieve. If I tell you I'm very healthy, right, that is very, very subjective, right? You have to tell me your BMI, or maybe you have to tell me the sugar level, you know, your cholesterol level. Then I know that you're healthy, right? You need to justify that you're healthy. You're in stock market, you know, right? Indicator. You need to have indicator. How can I know whether we are healthy or not healthy? How can we know we are perform, not perform, right? How can we know we already achieved the goal? That is what we call KPI. So that's why we have the company level KPI to measure your company's success. And we cascade down into departmental KPI, right? From the company KPI, we cascade down to departmental KPI. And finally, only we define the employees KPI. We're telling the employee how they can contribute, you know, to the company's growth here, right? So for those of you maybe attended on day 1, or those of you are new up to now, do you have any question? You know, or if anything you need to clarify here? Any question? Okay, if no question, then I will just proceed. If you're not familiar with the Zoom, right, you can just move your mouse to the bottom. There's a mute unmute button. You can unmute it. Before I forget, I think we should take a photo. You know, for HRDF claim, you all have to on your picture here lah. Okay. I hope you are ready. Okay, so can you on your camera so that we can take a picture for HRDF claim? If not, HRDF will not approve. I need to capture the attendance. Okay. So everyone on the camera, please. Hello. Wow, I saw a lot of faces here today. New faces. Okay. Don, I cannot see you. Don, you're very dark. Your room. Okay, never mind. So it's fine. Okay. Yep. Great. So let me do a print screen. Just a moment. Do a print screen. Hold on. Let me show the participant here. No. Are we allowed to have 30 participants? Because the number show 30 here.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Great. So hold on. Let me drag the screen here. Okay. So now, 1, 2, smile. Okay. Hold on. Let me save the file first. Just a moment. Save the file. Just a moment. Okay, great. Okay, we are taking our picture now. We can continue. Okay, can continue. Just a moment. So okay, so now we have talked about the 5 steps KPI, and we also spoke about the balance scorecard. So there are 4 perspectives here. When you define the company's goals, right, you need to look into the 4 perspectives. First is customer, second is finance. Then you need to look into your internal process and learning and growth. So for instance, then you have a customer, you have a market share, your customer satisfaction. Then you have finance, your revenue, your cash flow. Then you have your internal process, which is quality, productivity, efficiency, and also your sustainability, the pink color one. Whether you have new product, new services, and so on. So these are some of the areas that you should look into, for your company's goals. In fact, we already discussed, from day one. Day one, we talk about those company goals here. Okay, let me move on. Okay, now let's look at this Excel here. In fact, this Excel is the outcome of the day one. For those of you who are new here, you can see, right, the Excel file. So this Excel file, you can look at the company vision here. So the vision to be the preferred and trusted online retail broker in Malaysia by 2025. This is very important. You want to be the preferred and trusted online retail broker in Malaysia by 2025. We all have to very, very clear on the vision. What does it mean, right? So, Wei, may I invite you to share your vision here to explain. I want to make sure, the new people today understand clearly on your vision. If they have any question, they can ask. Right, Wei, over to you. Unmute, please.
Yep. Hi, morning. Hi, morning, everyone. Okay, so just to repeat, right, like last session we talked about, sort of creating our vision for the coming next 5 years. So I think this is what we agreed and came out with, where we want to be the preferred and trusted online retail broker in Malaysia by year 2025. So a lot of you guys might have thinking, we are already the sort of preferred and also trusted. But I think this is where we are looking at is in terms of really solidifying this statement and growth moving forward, because I think we only really sort of maybe in the range of achieving this, right, in last year, right, and it's still, we are sort of, now we are, in terms of market share we are number 6, and then in terms of retail we are number 4. So can we grow further, right? To be in the top 3. That's why I think we came up with this statement where, we actually going to drill down into, stating out, what's the definition of preferred, what's the definition of trusted in this, the following company goals that we have set, right? For this year only. And then moving forward, then how do we want to curate ourselves to be to be that the broker in town, right, in by 2025. So I think it comprises a lot of developments and things that we are looking to do. For example, one of it is what I mentioned earlier on is is what we are doing now is in the back office system change, right, so that it would be able to support our growth in the future, going forward, right, and also enhancing and including including foreign trading, all these things, and part and parcel of it would solidify our position to be the preferred and trusted online broker. So yeah, so I think for today's session, right, is very much on talking about what are the things that we want to set for this year. This year so it's more of setting the goals for this year to set for the path going forward next year and then towards year 2025. So
okay.
That's
great. Thank you so much, Chia Wei, for sharing. Okay, so any question from the floor? Any question? Especially those of you who are new, today. No question. Okay, no problem. So you can ask any question later, at any time. You can just unmute yourself, and ask question. I may not able to look at your chat box there because I'm presenting, so I need to focus on the thing that I'm presenting. So if you have any question, just unmute yourself and ask question. Okay. So okay, now let's look at the Excel here. Over here, you look at the column A. Column A are the goals that you define that you want to achieve, for first year to the 5 years lah. Okay. Then the column F here, I have hide the column between the year 2, year 3, and so on. So we have hidden it. So we make it simple just to focus on this year for now. Okay. So in fact, we have discussed the 5 years plan, 5 years growth and so on. So, but let's look at the financial here. Financial, you want to increase the revenue, right? You want to increase the revenue for this year. Then you can measure by, you look at the company KPI, you want to measure by operation revenue target 85 million, then 77 million brokerage and 8 million on others area. So that is your revenue. So you have a revenue growth, you have a cash flow growth goal. Sorry, you have a compliance, you have a profit before tax, then you have to increase client base. You may notice the increased client base, you have 2 KPI here. So it means that one goal can have 2 KPI. One goal can have 2 KPI, and one company KPI can have multiple departmental KPI. You can be one to many. So that is the concept. All right. So you may be saying, hey, what is this GW? What is this CW and DW? You may be asking, what is this, right? Okay. Now let me explain to you in a slide. Okay. Let me go down. Okay. The concept here. Then the concept is you have your company vision, and then you set your company's goal. So you have multiple goals, right? Revenue growth, and so the compliance goal and so on. Then you have all the goals here. So once you have a company goal, each goal, right, then you will have a company's KPI, right? To achieve that goal, you may have multiple company KPI to achieve it, or you may have just one-to-one. Okay, as simple as that. And you move on, then you have a departmental KPI. One company KPI can have multiple departmental KPI, right? One KPI you want to achieve, then you need to work together by few departments. Okay, few departments work together to achieve that KPI. And you have one department KPI, you can have multiple employees, to work together to achieve that department KPI. Okay, so minimum is 1. Okay, but you can have more than 1, right? So up to now, any question? You make it casual. Don't worry to interrupt me. Don't worry. You can ask question anytime, So it is not appropriate or maybe supposed to be asked later. I will let you know. Don't worry. Any questions? So far clear, right? This structure you must understand. Okay. Company vision, company goal, company KPI, department, employees KPI is the structure. Then I move on. Okay.
Sorry, Wilson,
Yes.
I got questions. For regional branches, we should aim for the department KPI, or actually is a branch KPI or whatever, and then our employee should be following the branch KPI or following the department KPI as there's a different department people inside different branch.
For your branches, right? So for your branches, in fact, you okay, this is the cascading. It's just for the balance scorecard for the company performance calculation. Okay, but eventually,
yes, that's why I'm asking. Our performance is eventually following which side of the scorecard.
Okay, so for your branch, right, you follow the department there.
But we do not have any department, or that means the branch will be the individual of the employees of the branch will be following the department.
Yes.
Okay, noted.
Yeah. Usually people like for example like the retail group, right? So they want to divide the branches by department. They categorize as one department. Let's say they have a Setiawan, then Terengganu branch, KL branch. That is a department. Then all your employees follow that department, the KPI. Okay. So but we need to look at your branch in detail. Then we can discuss further. So can be different. That when we go on, then we will evaluate. Okay. So move next. So let's say, for example, you have 3 KPI. Okay, 3 KPI: customer satisfaction, profit margin, customer base. Then you have weightage. Okay, weightage. So the meaning of weightage is to indicate how important is the KPI. Don't confuse the weightage and the target. Weightage is how important. Your total weightage is supposed to be 100%. Even for company, for department, for employee, your total weightage has to be 100%. If you only have 1 KPI, your weightage should be 100%. So you have 3, 30, 60, 10, total 100%. That is weightage. Okay, weightage you need to understand. Weightage is to indicate how important. If you ask me, is there any benchmark? How should I decide whether 30 or 20? There's no benchmark. Based on your experience, you have to give the percentage on how important it is compared to other KPI. The purpose of this is to allow your employee, to understand how important is that KPI. Okay, so this is weightage. And I need you to understand this abbreviation here. GW means goal weightage. Okay, goal weightage. CW means company's weightage. DW means departmental weightage. Department weightage. So what does it mean here? Okay, let's say one goal. You have one goal. Let's say revenue goal. Then you may have multiple companies KPI to achieve that goal. So you have GW1, GW2, GW3. You all add on together, then it goes to goal 100%. Okay. Now you have companies KPI, right? Each company KPI, then you have multiple company KPI to add up together to achieve that. Okay, same thing. And then you have departmental KPI. Okay, departmental KPI you add up together, then become the 100%. So that is how it works. If you look at employees also, employees same thing. Employee, they have their own KPI. Each employee, let's say I'm an employee, I have 3 KPI. So 3 weightages add up together, then become 100%. That is what I mean. Okay, now if you look at the chart here, I have a company goal, then I have a company KPI, then you have GW add up together. So all this add together will be 100% to achieve this. So this sum have to add up together to achieve this. This one add up together to achieve this. So this is how it works. Within the department, vertical, then you have DW. So everyone follow or not? Right? Any question? Okay, no question. I will move on. So now I move to the Excel. Okay, you have GW here. Okay, GW. So earlier I put 50, 30, right? And 20. You can see these 3 I add up together is 100%. Look at here, bottom here, 100%, right? Because these 3 company KPI will be able to contribute to your client base. You want to increase the client base, right? So you want to increase the client base, you have 3 indicators. First is you need to have new client sign up, right? Then you need to have new client activation targets, right? These two indicators. Then you need to increase your high net worth client base also, because it's not just client, but you want to have a high net worth client. So that are your company's KPI, right? So that is how we came up with GW here. If you look at the GW here, the profit before tax, okay, profit before tax, you only have one, right? You only have one profit before tax to achieve the profit before tax here, so 100%, right? So this is how it works. And this one is being used in the system now when you calculate the company performance. Okay. So now, this morning, what we need to do is we need to work together to come up the departmental KPI. Remember, one company KPI comprises of one or multiple departmental KPI to help you to achieve that, right? So I have we have put down all the department name here: your compliance, your operation, finance, admin, marketing, okay, marketing and what? Sorry, and communication, okay, marketing and communication. So, and then you have people development, you have IT, and so on. So you have all the department here. Now, let's work together to discuss the first step first. To increase the revenue, and you only have one, which is dealings, right? So meaning that you have this operation revenue. So your revenue, only one department can help to contribute, right? Only have one. Am I right? You only have one, right? So when you only have one, so meaning that so other department, I will have to remove the weightage because it's nothing to do with your department. So just one department. So maybe Chawei, you need to let me know if I'm if you want to add more department. So you can see this line for revenue, only one department. Okay, maybe you want sorry,
Wilson, I don't think our company revenue only from one department.
Then you have to let me know which department. You see, so over here I would suggest that you don't just put 84 million, because later on you all have to communicate. So where does this 84 million from? What is this? Can you be more specific? What is this?
Yep. So basically, we actually have the breakdown for this. Okay, so if you see my 2021 target here, right? Operations revenue, I actually put 85 million. Out of it, 77 is actually from brokerage. 8 million is actually others, like those payment charges,
Okay.
this all these interest and all these things that comprises of this 8 million. So 77 of it is actually under dealing. And then we actually have the
hold on. So I just put in dealings, revenue from dealings, revenue
under the whole dealing revenue is actually 77.
77.
Yeah.
So I change to 77 instead of 84 .
Yeah.
Okay. So 77. So now others, which department when you talk about brokerage, there's no brokerage department here. Can you let me know where is the brokerage department?
Brokerage is generated by clients, and then the clients are under dealers, so which is under dealing.
Under dealing also. Okay.
The brokerage is 77 .
So because you put this as a one whole department, right?
Yep.
So okay, never mind. So then I put brokerage .
No, brokerage is 77 million.
Oh, okay.
The revenue from dealing is called brokerage.
Oh, okay. So brokerage is 77 million. Then what else?
Then the rest, right? It's those like interest charges and all these things. So
Chawei and CF?
No, this is only operations. It's operational. CF will go all under profit before tax. CF prop will go all under profit before tax because they have their own P&L already.
So this 8 million, can I know is it like automated? That means no department is responsible for this 8 million.
The way I put it is more like we have to ensure that this is being charged . We cannot say it's not the amount is there, but it's not being, we have to make sure that, calculation is correct. All the charges are being charged, and
Who's
not
supposed to charge?
operations. So that's why it's between operation and finance, because there's part of it due to it's trust administrative income, and then part of it is actually
Okay.
yeah.
8 million here lah. 8 million admin income lah.
Yeah, we can put it like this for now lah.
So that means operation department, you can help the company to take care of this 8 million here to charge the client, and then your revenue from this brokerage 77 million lah. So add up together, all together you get 85 million lah.
Yep.
Right? Clear, right? So if you all have concern, then let me know. So let's look at the calculation here. So you can look at the contribution from this operation versus the dealings. Okay. So maybe your 8 million over 85, let me calculate first. 8 over 85 is about 9, less than how many percent? 77 over 85. Okay. So this one is just 10% here. So this is 10%. 10%. Okay. So then this is 90%. Yeah. Then you can know. Okay. So you can know. Okay. Now 10% from operation, 90% from your dealings. Yeah. This one is done. Okay. This one we conclude already. So for those of you, don't worry to ask questions. If you feel that you want to contribute your ideas, you can chip in. Okay. So let's say if you represent operation department, you can just mention.
I just want to, maybe I just want to add on so they won't feel like why suddenly operations income is 8 million, right? It's basically this 8 million income was actually derived from those like late payment charges or account paying charges, all the and I would say those charges that comes with trading, right? So the percentage historically is this this percentage. So that's why what we put under operations. Maybe we'll actually once I've got the breakdown, right, what we will do is we will put it because I think the role of operations is to make sure that the calculation is correct, the formula set is correct, and then they actually charge on time, right? So that's why it was put under operations as a target lah. Not that they actually do something to get the revenue, but it's to make sure that they actually do the charging so that this revenue is recognized in the system. It's not like
okay.
marketing, go and do something to get the income, because this income is there if it's a, like for example right, like for example if you like for bank, right, they have all these late payment interest, right, these kind of things. This late payment is auto calculated, right? But someone have to although it's auto calculated, it's more like they have to make sure that this is charged and recognized in the system lah. So there's kind of things.
Yep. So
not because they do something to get the revenue. It's more like they have to make sure that the calculation is correct. This is done to ensure that all this income is recognized in the books.
Okay, great. So what I would do is make it clearer. Okay, 77 million. So I want to add a column here so that everyone is clearer. So over here, so you put your target is 77 million. Okay, target is because KPI has to be measurable. So over here, when we talk about operation department, I didn't put the 8 million charge, 8 million there. So I would say on-time charges.
Okay, or like accuracy or something.
On time. Is it more on time or accuracy?
Both lah. So for example, the calculations to calculate the interest is actually set in the system. So the calculations, the formula that we set, we have to make sure it's correct lah. So once it's correct, then it's like auto already. We just need to make sure that this is correct month on month.
Okay, great. So yeah, so you see, I want to insert a column here. So called target, so that we are very clear. KPI have to be very specific. Okay, but have to be very specific. So that means your target is 100%. Is it 100%? Is it reasonable?
Yeah.
Right, 100%, right? So no issue. So because the department, all the department, you have to just look at it. Okay, is it possible or not 100%? You know, possible to get 100% or 100%. That means accurate, 100% on time. You know, unless you have challenges, then you have to highlight. So we have to make sure it is reasonable, it is achievable. This is very important. Okay, unless otherwise you can say, no, 100% is not possible. Then you have to highlight why not possible. Is it because of system? Is it because of not enough resources? Then we have to address those issues. That is what is KPI for. Okay, so if there's no comment, means I assuming that it is okay it is reasonable Okay. I want to make everyone very clear here. Okay, great. I insert one more column, then we can proceed. Okay, now we go to the second goal here. Second goal is improve cash flow. So you want to have zero bad debts. Target 0. Okay, you don't want to have any bad debts. So in this case, this department, I removed the 100%, 100% no. So let me see which department in charge. Finance, finance maybe.
Operation.
Operation. Okay, sorry.
I think what I put there is actually 0 new bad debts. It's not like 0 bad debts, because there is already bad debt. You cannot say there's not to have any bad debt, because there is already bad debts.
Yeah, that is very specific.
Yeah. So I think it's not I think it's both effort both between actually dealings and also dealing and also operations to ensure that customers pay So
okay.
Pay the losses so yeah.
Okay, great. You can see dealings is to help the company to achieve 0 bad debts. Okay, so this I put 77 million. Okay, so then you can know already 77 million. It's very clear. Okay, the target is 0. You can see that's why KPI need to be very specific. So the only department can help you to achieve 0 bad debts is dealings.
I think dealing and operations.
And operation also. What operation can help?
So okay, so what happened is normally because dealing with so basically dealing would have to be the one that's go and chase the customer, if there's any losses to pay up and then the administrative work is actually done on operations side.
Such as, can you give an example?
So operations will have to so because operations will have the full company's losses situation, control losses situation, and also, so what happened is that they will have to to make sure that this is done. They have to
report.
do it.
They have to come and report
and all these things. They have to monitor. They have to do frequent daily monitoring and then inform the dealers, and then the dealers will have to go and catch up with the clients.
Okay, dealer is to chase That means operation is to come out report and tell dealers, okay, these are the 10 people you need to go and chase.
Yep, that's one of it. And then I think operations also need to what I mean by daily monitoring is also monitor their all these positions of the clients and make sure that they if they see that the client already have losses and cannot pay, they have to make sure that they actually suspend the client, these kind of things all these suspension done correctly.
Okay, good. Okay, now the question is, which department in terms of contribution, what is the CW contribution level? Which department higher contribution?
we can put 50-50 lah.
Okay, 50-50, yeah.
Then,
So you all, if you all have a question, please raise. Don't ask after we finish this day 2, you know. Then because then Xiaowei will be stuck there, you know. If you have any question, if you're not sure, if you're not agree, please ask now. I'm here, you know, because I have done many companies. I based on my past experience, I can advise you. You see. So if possible, you ask now. If you have any question, of course, I'm not saying that you cannot ask question after today lah. You can ask question. It's just that if it is better that we all discuss today if we have any issues. Okay, right? So because we are helping the company to achieve to be the preferred and trusted online retail broker in Malaysia by 2025. That is the objective. Okay. Yeah. Good. Let's move forward here. Okay. Next, we want to minimize compliance penalty. Okay, compliance penalty. Then you have 2 departments, finance and admin. Let me see. Admin only, okay.
no, I think okay. Earlier on, this right was because I asked them to actually pick and choose the ones that are more relevant to them. That's why it's in the highlighted colors.
Oh, okay. So you need to be, because you need. I believe that you all understand your company structure, right? It's not like pick and choose, you know.
Yeah. And then,
you have to understand clearly. This you know, this particular goal supposed to be by which department. It's not like I like this. I don't like this. It's not this way.
Yeah, I mean, when we did that was making sure that, you know, it's also relevant to them as well.
Yep. Okay, so now we know that it is under these 2 lah.
I think compliance as well. Yeah, you can't have
Compliance. Okay, compliance.
Yes, agree.
So it's a.
Anyway, I'm of the view that each of the departments should have some reputation in relation to this compliance.
So I think what I do agree in that part as well. So I think it's, you know, we can
Okay, no problem. You have to know whether that department contributes to help the company to avoid, you know, the penalties lah. Because some department may not able to help one, you know. Okay, let's go through. So compliance, operation.
Yep, as well.
Yes, also. Okay, operation. Then finance, yes, finance. Admin, yes, okay. Marketing and communication.
Yes, it's related to all the Facebook's issue.
How about people development, HR department? Yes, also. Okay. So you mean all department? I
think nearly all departments because this is, you have to make sure you
okay.
You do within the rules lah. You act within the rules.
Is there something that is very serious in your company? This compliance penalty?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we do it together, Okay, hold on, and also customer service. Okay, let me count how many departments you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, you have 9% for each department. That's how you divide. Okay, good. So now we've done this compliance. Then we next is to improve profit before tax. That will be finance, right?
Every department every department contributes to this lah.
Every department, same,
Really, every single department contributes to this. It's just that the quantum can be different. The quantum could be different because some would be, you know, some would be revenue, some would be cost ma.
Mm.
So I mean, my proposal is actually to just, for the sake of making sure that, you know, everyone look at this, is to just divide equally.
Yep, this is true. In fact, a lot of companies, they also put the profit before tax as a shared KPI, so that everyone also have to take care of the companies. This is the most important thing, in fact, right? All the departments should work together lah. Yeah. Okay. So because like HR also can contribute, because HR, when you have to improve the employee engagement level, people more engaged, then people become more productive, right? You want to improve the also employee competency level, and employee improve their skill level, they will be more efficient, more productive, then you can produce more. So that you also contribute indirectly, right? Okay, now good. So next, let's move to the next one. Excuse me. So now you have increased client base. So increased client base, first KPI is new client sign up. New client sign up will be marketing.
I just like to raise this for Ben. Because I know we have put increased client base 3 targets to do. You know, however, I think when we just put, like, you know, increase high net worth client base target of 6K, I think we did not define what high net worth is. So I think my opinion is, why don't we just focus on having the new client sign up, and also the new client activation target.
Okay.
For this year lah, you know, and then yeah, I mean that's of my opinion. So, but you know, it's the dealers can
okay, now the question is, because some companies, they put this kind of goal, right? If they realize that a lot of clients, they are not the type of client that they wanted, you see. So that's why they purposely put I want to have a, you know, certain type of client, so that everyone can focus.
But this 6K should be under this new client sign up as well, ma.
So that means you no need to highlight specifically on this. So I remove this target lah.
As in, say, for example, you can say, oh, out of this 100K, I want 6K that is high net worth base. I mean, that is something we can.
Okay, you can delete lah, Okay, I delete. So over here, then can you divide these two percentage?
Now we can put. I'm doing. We can do 50-50.
Okay. So okay, marketing and communication is this one is to sign up lah, target by end to have 250 clients by end 2021. So you want to target on new client 100K lah, or you prefer which one to measure? Do you prefer 250 or 100?
I think for marketing, you know, they have to make sure that, you know, they provide all this. They do. The one is they have to do marketing. And then you convert those clients, ma. So.
Then I think you should put 100K here lah, because marketing usually target on new client.
We go on based on reach lah.
Okay.
Then just marketing alone, or dealing 80% lah. Dealing is to convert lah, right? Marketing, you get the lead, then dealing is the one that convert lah, 100K. Okay. So for your 250 client by end, this is just for reference.
Just so that I clarify this, we are around 150K now in terms of entire client base. So that's why adding on an 100K, you'll get 250.
Okay. So but we need to be specific lah. Our target is 100K lah. Okay. No, I'm not talking about existing client, but that one is just for reference only.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So new client activation targets, same? Or this one, activation is dealings now, 100%. That means you sign up 100K, only 400 activate lah.
40K.
40K, sorry, 40K lah. Okay.
I think there's also some from marketing as well, right?
Does marketing help on the activation?
I mean, you have to provide all the necessary
the contents and everything, those kind of things.
It
you have to make sure
helps.
it helps. So it's not maybe 100%, but it can be 20/80 as well. I mean, depending how. And
Okay. Clear, right? Okay, so now we move on. Improve customer retention rate.
we did not.
You didn't put for this year. Okay, never mind. Improve branding. This one is the one branding. Marketing lah. Marketing communication. %,
But I think everyone that faces the customer should take some percentage too.
So people like what, customer service dealers?
Okay, easy.
Yeah.
Can you share with me how the customer service can help?
You have to, like, for example, if customers, the customer service or dealers, if how they talk to client, the information they give, the kind of content they give when they talk to their client and whatsoever, it affects the branding as well, if you can put it that way.
Okay. Okay, for KPI, right? We need to have something that is measurable. Then how can we measure that effort? Like Facebook, very obvious, right?
Wilson, normally when you do branding for a company, how are you going to measure the branding effectiveness for others' company? Maybe
when you talk about branding alone, right? Even you talk to a branding consultant, right? They cannot answer you this question one. They will say maybe after
then
few
we
years.
Also can't answer you for here, right?
Yeah. So that's why if you cannot measure, right, the KPI that cannot measure, and then we should not put in unless, for example, some company how they measure. Even though you cannot measure the outcome, but they measure by activity. For example, you have how many number of press release, award, maybe some exhibitions, that you can measure by that. By doing that, you believe that that you improve your company's branding. That is also effort, right? So let's say customer service. What customer service need to do, right? What they need to do. For example, one of the retail group that I just giving the coach, and how they want to create branding is they want customer to play a game, play game every time they buy something, right? So they play game to create customer engagement and also the feelings of professionalism, and also the how fun is their retail shop, is it? So play game. So they measure by how many customer play game out of the total purchase. So something like that. So you want to have some activity. So currently, do you engage any branding consultant, or you intend to do any branding activities?
No.
Not at the moment, right? So not at the moment means that you only solely relying on your online, is it? For your customer service, of course, how professional they are, the way they talk to them, and so on, those are not measurable. I think we should not put in. We have to have something that is measurable.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yes, sure.
Okay. From my experience, I bought something from Taobao in China, and then their customer service usually after the conversation, everything, they will let you to rate your certification level are good, bad, or very good. That's quite. I think the kind of thing is measurable.
Yeah, that is very good. I think that will be. Do you have a customer satisfaction on today?
We can add it in as part of our target to actually improve.
Yeah. Here. You see, customer experience and satisfaction. You already have. You see, customer response time within 1 day and so on. Maybe get a customer feedback. You know, that one is under the next goal lah. The subsequent one. But now we are talking about the branding itself lah. That one, yes, very good feedback. That is more on increasing customer satisfaction. But now it's more about branding. Branding is like positioning, how you position a company. Your message has to be consistent out there. Then how are you going to tell the message to the market? You know, what kind of activities? We can have a roadshow. We can have a seminar, webinar besides Facebook. Then you can have engage some YouTuber. You know, then create some content. Maybe a workshop teaching people how to trade. Those are the branding activities lah.
Okay.
So if you do not have those activities planned, then we do not set at this moment yet.
We have. Actually, I think maybe this one, I think Don will have to go down into detail where break down into like, you know, those kind of seminars or webinars that we do, and then we set a target of how many we have to do over the year. So.
Exactly. You see, as a consumer, me as an end user, I speak from the perspective of a normal person like me. I'm not a consultant here. So you see, if you ask me to trade, right, honestly speaking, I dare not to trade one. You know, I saw a lot of people burn. So for me, I don't have the kind of expertise. You see, so you can see a lot of people dare not to buy property. You look at Adrian V. I think if you are familiar with Facebook, right, you know Adrian V. He's so famous now. You know, then he conduct a lot of workshops to train people how to invest in property. Right, how to invest in property. So he has all the mechanism to make people comfortable to invest in property, how to get rich fast and so on, whatever lah. Whether right or wrong, I don't want to comment, but that is one of the way he promote, right? So maybe for your company, you can think of something like similar lah. You know, I have a series of workshop to educate people. Actually, trading is so easy. It's not as difficult as what you thought. You know, then we have a list of very friendly broker to help you and so on. We have a methodology how can you you know, at least you increase your profitability lah, right? Any comment here? Do you have any activities? Chia Wei is walk away. Maybe you should wait for her. So while waiting, so from you all, do you have any plan or not? Just now, Chia Wei mentioned besides marketing, do you want to do any other marketing activities or not, branding activities? How about Mr. Lim? Mr. Lim, do you have any idea? Or maybe Mr. Fook also? Is Mr. Fook here today? Fook is here.
Yeah. I'm here listening. No problem.
So, Mr. Fook, what do you think? Do you want to do some branding activities? You know, marketing activities. I categorize your branding and marketing together lah. So for the market, you can see if you want to increase your customer base, they have to be comfortable. Maybe they need to be trained how to trade, then what is stock market and so on, the basic, the fundamental. You can have a workshop in the hotel, you know, invite people to come in to sign up, something like that lah, you know. Chia Wei, what do you think?
Agree. In fact, we already been doing that for the past 2 years already. Okay, all this training we have been doing.
Then you should put in as your company target, right? So Chia Wei, maybe you can advise me what are the activities you want to do this year?
I think we are doing. I mean, we have been doing it lah. So I think it's just setting the numbers, the frequency of that, right? Which
maybe you want to target how many people attend your seminar. Let's say, for example, you 1 month you have 1 seminar, right, in a hotel. Example or maybe online. So one time how many? 1,500. Then you can see whether you can help you to achieve your target people that sign up?
We do mainly online, right? So we don't.
Yeah, we're doing webinars, so mainly we're trying to keep the viewers at 300 to 500 for all our webinars.
Okay, then this is a goal already. So we can see webinar, online webinar. Okay, so your target is once a month. Make it easy. So is it once a month?
No, don't.
Sorry?
But it yeah, once a month.
Okay.
At least once a month.
One per month. Okay, then it's very clear. So then you can set the activity under the marketing here. So because
once per month, right? I think we do how many we do now? 3. Once a week.
Now we do at least 4.
So what is your target? 4.
At least 4 per month. No?
Okay, 48 per year.
I think the other one is also depends on the content as well, because what some of it is actually weekly, and then some of the content is actually some of it is weekly and then some
it doesn't matter. So what we want is something that is we know, we set a target. That's why we need to KPI. We need to be very clear on what we need to do. It's not by feeling, I feel that I should do now, then later on, I feel that we are busy, we don't want to do, So that's why KPI, we're giving everyone the direction, what we need to do to help the company, right? So your online market, your online webinar is very good. This is the one that you help you to increase your branding awareness, right? So then what will be the contribution between these two weightages?
Sorry?
Between followers and this one, you can weightage.
I think it will be 60 on webinar,
60
40
webinar.
on likes, because yeah.
Okay.
I think the research department also contribute to the online webinar and dealing.
Which department?
Yes.
Research.
But okay, Wilson, how do you look at it? Like, okay, I'm the one acquiring all these speakers from research or the dealers or external speakers. So do you count the contribution in this KPI thing? Is it contributed, or
okay?
How do you look at the
research is just helping you, to get the speaker and so on. But the main person in charge should be the marketing department and not research.
But they are doing the presentation and they conduct the.
Oh, they're doing presentation, so not just recommending They're involved Okay, then it's
Yes.
good. Then we put in they have to involve in an online webinar, and then maybe the contribution will be because you are doing marketing, you invite people, right? Then they will just in charge to help you to speak, right? So maybe it can be something like 80-20.
I think it can be like, for example, right? Oh, it's 48. How many?
I would put 4 for research because their market outlook.
And then how not just 4, you cannot have then other 44 you're not getting research to do, right? I think I mean we can set by how many out is 48, right? How many is under?
Because it's gonna be hard for you to set the weightage, because the other part that help is dealing, but dealing is only Klang Valley and it's not other region, and I can't expect. It's so hard to weigh this.
You talk about research, right, or dealings?
Because dealing also help conduct the webinars.
Okay, never mind. This one is just more for your company performance calculation only lah. It is not. Not.
So I think this one. I think we can discuss further internally lah. I mean, but I think we can just put it there first. Then we will just have to dissect this 48 to who will be doing later on.
Okay, you're not sure yet lah. So now of course marketing is 48 lah. So then now between dealings and research, you're not sure yet lah. Right. Lovely. Okay, can we put a rough figure? Then you can change later.
You can just do half now.
Okay.
Half for now.
24. 24. Okay, great. So I put 2020 lah, huh? So something like that lah. Okay, good. Okay, next. So we want to improve customer experience and satisfaction. So you have many things you need to do here. Okay. So this one help client to make profit target. This one you want to remove, right? Let me see.
Yeah. Because we don't have the method to actually measure at the moment. So to put there when we don't have the mechanism to measure now, I think it's.
So we remove lah, huh?
I don't know unless other people have some opinion.
Go on the floor. Anyone? No opinion. So no opinion, I will delete. 1, 2, 3. Gone. Okay. So now we have 90. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 companies KPI here. So someone can help me. Maybe I put 20, 20, 20 if you all agree lah, huh? So all 20 lah, since we remove 1. So we need to have customer response time within 1 day, target 80%, improve deposit and withdrawal efficiency, implement CRM. Your CRM by when you want to implement?
This you will put it that means
by December?
Yeah.
Okay, by December lah. Okay, great.
Because I think we have the timeline at the moment.
So account opening a day, target 80%, reduce monthly complaints. Okay, fine. So you put a brew here or no brew, this one not relevant compliance. Okay, let me remove that. Okay, let me go by the first line first. Customer response time within 1 day. So let me see which department.
I think under customer service.
Okay, you have that already. Okay, your within 1 day is 80%. So your target is 80%. You can see 80. Because we need to make it measurable. What you need to measure. So we use 80% as a measurement. Okay, so fine. Now we go to next, improve deposit. Okay, improve deposit efficiency. Let me delete this. So by December, this one. By December. Okay, your target is by December. Very clear. Just everything done by this department. Okay, clear. So next is this one. Also 100% by, sorry, next is implement CRM this year. So CRM, I need to move. Okay, also put target by December. Agree? December, huh?
Which one?
CRM.
Yeah.
Oh, you also have IT. Yes, IT. So IT is 20%.
No,
I IT. Right, you put IT, right? Sorry, someone saying something?
I think this one we need to discuss further first, because we're still like at very preliminary stage.
Yeah. But I think it's definitely a target to.
Yeah, it's a target, but I think for the allocation on
The
everything.
allocation, I don't think we can do now because, but we know that definitely marketing, dealing, and customer service is part of it, and IT. It's just that how to make that contribution is something that we have yet to discuss.
Chairway, IT is merely to facilitate the implementation.
Yeah. So that's why the weightage should be it's not fully 100%.
Okay, never mind. I have to put a tentative here. I cannot just simply put a wrong figure here, you see. So later on you can change this. It's not permanent. Okay, I have to help you to put it first. I'll put 25, 25 first, or 25 equally first. Okay, so since you can't discuss this, then I'll move to the next. Account opening within a day. So this one is under operations.
Yeah.
100%.
I think something we want to do is a target that we are setting ourselves up to get.
Okay, good. Your target is 80%. That is very clear. 80%. Okay, so next is reduce monthly complaint. And is customer service. Target less than 3. Less than.
This monthly complaint one, how do you want to?
I think this one you need to track the complaint. Like you have a CRM, you can track, right?
No, but all the complaints that we get, right, is mainly like this one we'll need to.
But it depends if it's official complaint or complaint, right?
Yeah, so depends what kind of complaint we're talking about, because
you need to can you define it? What kind of complaint consider complaint? So you're less than 3, the 3 that you want to minimize. What can you maybe mention that? Some okay, just give you an example. Some company they classify complaint as they write email to the management to express the dissatisfaction. So that is a very serious complaint, right?
I would recommend our one would be when they go to SC or BUSA whatsoever, because it affects the image of the company.
Okay, reduce monthly got BUSA one.
No, but I think it really depends on what kind of complaints we're talking about. You know, if the content of complaint is to our staff, then I think that is considered complaint. But if you're saying that because a lot of complaints that we get could be system issues, then if it's system issue, there's no one we can pinpoint. Is it because
okay.
that is the vendor. So I think if the complaint is about, employee, it should be not even say target at less than 3, but it should be 0, right? It should not be complaint employee. And that's why.
Okay, so about complaint and services, whether you're slow or quality, something like that. Is it okay? Is it fair enough?
I'm okay. Where anyone can add your opinion as well.
But if system's slow, we cannot do anything.
Yeah, so that's why I say the complaint, right, has to be something that we can know that okay, we can achieve one, which is we should not have any complaint about our employees.
Okay, I'll put non-IT non-IT. Okay, fair enough. It's human, more on human and services. I
think and if it's on reduced complaint, right, it should be every single department also. You should not get any complaint about you from anyone.
I think this complaint we are talking about customer. Like for example, HR will not be relevant. HR is not handling it.
But your customer can be internal customers, right?
You need to be but you want to put but it should not be under here because your goal here is to improve customer experience and satisfaction.
Okay.
So but if you talk about other internal satisfaction is different.
I would say that the complaint should be referring to written complaints. Because the complaint is actually very depends on how our client, how our employees handle the complaint. Normally, if at the very initial stage that our employee are able to handle the complaint effectively, I don't think that the client will go until the stage of lodging this written complaint. So for the authorities' point of view, in fact, as long as there is a written complaint, it should be considered a complaint.
So Chave, can you make a decision here? What is the scope of complaint?
So basically written, is it?
Yes, I can say that written complaints it should be considered under this.
Yeah, I think okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Since you talk about this is on the customers, I think we can go with that first.
Okay. Written complaint and non-IT lah, huh? Okay. Okay, I'm good. So we can move forward. So next, you want to improve the quality. Okay, quality here. Okay, so you have hold on. You have a trading availability for trading. Okay, less than 1 hour. So that means you should not have downtime.
I don't know, Chung, you want to comment on this? How do we can define it in a more accurate manner so that, you know, because this is very much
I don't think we can achieve zero downtime. Probably we can actually set to a certain percentage, 99 point something. That will be a realistic figure that we can achieve. So here I notice is trading ability less than 1 hour down per month. We also need to qualify what do you mean that trading ability is it? On and off, we do have some intermittent issues, which I don't think that would be considered downtime. Because if we look at downtime, which I can say that client can't log in and trade at that juncture, right? Then probably we will really consider downtime, which means that the entire system actually down. But sometimes we have only probably a certain number of people client can't access. So I think we have to have a constructive definition of the availability of the system before we actually define whether it's less than 1 hour or less than 30 minutes target to be set in. We got to review this.
Maybe we can say server down less than how many times per month, something like that. Is it something that is reasonable? Server down can affect everyone.
I think it's a server down, right? It's not controlled by us, so it is a vendor.
Yeah, and then mostly our issue is actually from vendor also. And then we got so many front end systems. Sometimes EO down, sometimes this down, that down.
I think for you know, for this, I think a good definition could be you know, the trading availability, right? Means, you know, even though your e-cost is down or whatever, you know, you can still, there's still trading that can be done, you know, either, you know, broker assisted or not. You know, when I think the trade availability should mean that, you know, as long as no one at all can trade, that is what I mean by when you really cannot trade at all. That means, you know, broker also, I mean, dealer also cannot do anything. When that is the situation, then that is where the really means the trading availability is down. Means no trading can be conducted. You know, what do you think, John? Because a lot of times I think our side is part of it can, you know, some can do, some cannot.
Yeah. You asked me today, hardware, in fact, we have not experienced, touch wood, we have not experienced any server down. You ask me 100%, it is due to the application. Either is the web server or OMS, or the price fit application will actually contribute to all these problem that we receive. But when this application down, doesn't mean that 100% of the user cannot access. Probably about 10% or 20% or probably 30% of the user can't access now. So that's why we need to look at how we want to measure this. As you said, when you said down means completely down.
Yeah.
Yes, we can measure that on that basis also, which when it is a complete down, nobody can trade, not even the dealers or remiser. So that can is measurable. But in terms of what we are seeing today, I think it's a bit tough to measure based on intermittent application issue. Let me think through this, and within IT department we have a discussion, then see how we can actually put a measure to this.
Okay.
Okay. For the time being, we just leave it as 1 hour
Okay, sure.
Per
sure.
month. Because to move forward, we need to have something. If not, then we cannot move forward. Okay. Thanks.
I think for this, you should consider the issues you face from the clients, not just a question of totally down or whatever. If now you have a lot of intermittent issues that clients complaining, then I think that should be identified and treated as a target to manage down rather than ignoring them.
Yeah, exactly.
For your info, we are not ignoring any of this issue has been reported. Okay. Basically, the vendor having a tough time how to resolve some of this issue.
So, I'm not saying we are ignoring. I'm saying ignoring it for the KPI purpose. I think you don't get it wrong. If we say total downtime, I think that is not the issue we are facing today. But our issue is we get clients complaining, oh, they cannot log in, they cannot trade here, you cannot trade there. I think because somehow we have multiple options for people to trade. So that's reduce our issues. But we should face the issues that we get from clients and then address it as a way to measure the KPI. I think maybe it will be more effective that way.
Partly, I may not agree with you because it's also it is all dependable on the vendors to actually resolve the issue. If you put a KPI on us and the vendor are not able to resolve the issue, then it defeats of having that measurement, you see.
Maybe another way of putting it, we can have something like follow the SLA. So SLA stands for Service Level Agreement, meaning that let's say if there's any complaint, then how fast we respond to client and acknowledge that, and then after that there's solution time. Let's say if it is a server down, then how long? If the application down, how long? Then to resolve it, then IT can help to talk to the vendor, give the vendor the SLA. That is what you should do to help our company. Is that better?
We have that in place. Whenever there's an issue, we encounter issue, right? There is a SLA being put in place within vendor and us. In fact, within us in IT, we also have some sort of SLA that we need to immediately respond to the reported issue. So then the issue will be routed to the vendor. But most of the time, the intermittent problem today, I think it will be resolved within 5 to 10 minutes. So that we have actually been working on it. But the tougher issue is that there's no resolution coming back from the vendor yet. But there are some workaround method has been put in place so that the client can continue to access to our application.
So, okay, Chia Wei and Mr. Lim, maybe what is your view? Let's say if we put SLA compliance, is that better for Chong and also better for company?
I'm okay lah, but what I think is because today we lack measurement of a lot of things. So we need to, along the way, improve the things that we measure so that we have the data to actually act on it. I think IT has been doing a great job to follow up all these issues and even looking for temporary solution, permanent solution and all this. But all this may not be properly recorded as well, so that those efforts are actually may have also not been noted.
Yes.
So this part, other than actually taking KPI as a measurement to achieve, it is also a measurement that we want to improve on to know what actually has been happening. Maybe that perspective we need to know.
So, Chia Wei and Mr. Chong, do you think using SLA, is it better?
SLA, no issue to us. Basically, in IT, we actually use SLA to monitor all the tasks that we are actually performing.
I think SLA is better for IT also lah, because you have an external vendor there. I understand IT is not simple. It's the software especially.
Yeah. I think this is. I think we can start with this SLA first lah. Then we will go into details.
SLA lah, 100% follow lah. That is fair, right? Like that lah. Chong, is it okay?
Yeah, but we need to qualify the SLA lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, I believe you all have a definition on SLA. If you need to revisit, then you all should have an internal discussion. You know, you set the expectation between the IT and also management. What is the SLA about lah? The detail lah. Okay, right? Fair, right? Okay, great. Let's move forward. So the next thing is the SOP compliance. This one is people development.
No, I think for SOP compliance,
I think all departments should be included because the individual department procedure will involve for every department responsibility.
Yes, agree.
Copy the target. Okay, let's move next. So improve efficiency. Internal forms computerization target. This one is done by operation.
no, but I think it's something that I don't think putting 100% is fair enough, because I think it's easier. I think we can put figures lah.
Okay, I think
like say for example, how many forms we're gonna computerize.
Do you have a target? Do you have a milestones? maybe how many forms you can define internally, and then you can say by December complete all the expected forms computerization right? It'd be easier, right?
We can work around that. We can work that as well.
By December, okay, by December. You mentioned by date this one.
And I think this utilization automated process also is not defined, but it's not defined clearly.
Okay, wait. Between admin and operation, not IT. This one not IT.
I think there are other forms as well.
So how many percent?
I think the main internal forms would be operations, admin.
50-50 lah, is it?
Yeah, okay. You can put 50-50.
Okay. Good. Okay, now utilization.
This one is something that I think we need to define how do we mention this?
So I believe your concern is people are not utilizing it is it?
I think that no, this one I'm not too sure. Actually, when I saw this, I also not too sure what was this.
So anyone can have to remember.
I think should be on the automation of this monitoring process. One of it.
So if you have already internal form computerization, then you don't need this right? We can remove this line
It's different thing. Or if you talk about monitoring, then I think fair enough
Sorry.
Automation on this monitoring process.
On monitoring of clients, monitoring. Utilization automated monitoring process.
Okay, let's define it. Client monitoring process automation. Can I say that? Okay, we can put by when? Target by when? Target by December or when?
I think you can put by December first.
Okay.
It would involve compliance.
Finance.
Finance, I don't think so.
Only compliance.
Operation, I think there should be some
operation.
Yeah. And but I think before that, I think internal forms as well. There are other departments that will be involved as well, but not just operations and admin. I think there's people development as well. Marketing. I don't know if there's any forms internally. I think these are the three main ones. There's a lot of forms, but we'll see how to. We'll see what are the things that we internally each department we should computerize.
So can I put like
put 33 first, so then we'll see how. Then I'll go into details.
There is a form from IT also.
But IT will be only one or two forms, right? You can put
not significant, then you don't need to put because the KPI we should be the lesser the better, not the more the better. Should so not significant one we don't put So over here these two percentage.
I think monitoring monitoring, right, Juan?
Monitoring.
Yes.
TORING.
Monitoring process.
RING, not monitoring.
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay. So will be percent?
50-50.
Okay, now the last session, learning and growth. So new product innovation, you want to have two new product.
I think this has come from management now. We didn't put it inside here yet. We want to have new products, but it's something that we
So, but you just okay, never mind. Management decide we don't need to assign the department At least there's a reminder here. Okay, foreign market development, also management or here.
I think it's Okay. There's a few things. I think research is actually a collaborative effort from a few departments. Operations, IT, research, dealing. In terms of the details that what we need to do or what we want to do, it will be different for each department.
Operation, IT, research, dealing.
I think finance would be involved as well. Finance as well. There's yeah.
One, two, three, four, five. 20 lah.
Put that first of all.
Then target 3 country by December lah, or 3 country.
Put by December lah.
You want to put 3 country or by December better?
By December.
Country means you're more specific.
By December. 3 countries by December?
Let's say if you achieve 2 country.
When we open 3 and we don't open.
That means no such thing as 2 lah. You always concurrent one, right? Okay, then fine. Okay, then we have this one. Procurement stock pick success rate. Only one department.
For this, right? I'm not too sure whether success rate of 70% is related lah, because sometimes when market is good and bad, it will also affect the success rate as well. So if sometimes we hit around 65, then do we consider as hitting something but not hitting the 70%? So how do we justify this?
Okay, you need to set some target that is based on your experience, that is reasonable. So now the question is whether 70% is reasonable or not lah.
But it's also a function of a market. When market is good, then it might be 70%, but if the market is not that decent, then maybe 55 to 60 will be a good benchmark lah. That is my experience.
Okay, so good input. So you all have to make a decision this year lah. Even all the goals are also related to market one, is it? So now the question is, do you think for 2021, 70% for the market condition is the target that you can achieve?
Currently, we are having some success rate around 60 to 65%. Last year is around 53 to 55. So I guess based on the current rate, I think 65 would be 60 to 65% would be this year's success rate peak for now.
Okay. Xiaowei, what is your input?
Sorry, Wilson, I have some point of view. I do think that this the stock pick not only for success rate, but is it whether got any stock pick that come out from our research side? The frequent because sometimes when the market is not good now, but the research team still can come up with a stock pick. That one I can feel that is considered successful already, because not every market downturn or uptrend they can come up with some stock picks. Not so easy. This is just my point of view.
So meaning that you think that research should also help in on this lah, huh? So what is the Xiaowei, what do you think? Xiaowei, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
No, Wilson, you don't get me. What I mean is should not KPI by successful rate, but is by the frequency.
Frequency of
stock pick.
Stock pick.
That means no matter market good or bad, they still can produce out the stock pick. That one is more important.
Okay. So now the question is, you want to measure by stock pick or you want to measure by success rate? Okay, so Xiaowei.
Or we can have the what do you call it, the gains over losses kind of ratio, yeah, that could also be one of the enhancement as well.
I think on this part, I think you can stick to this topic success rate first, which is, I mean, you can put it at 65. I think you want to hit at 65 lah. And doing that, what Eddie mentioned as well, it can be part and parcel of, you know, when it goes down to you know, under your details, detail KPI, then it can be one of it as well.
Okay, so we stick for it for now lah. Okay, great. So
yeah, sorry. So for product enhancements is only just for research side, is it? There is no other enhancement.
Yeah, there are other things also lah. But yeah, I think we did not add in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you want to add in now other enhancement?
Product enhancements. I think that is at the moment or like the WIS thing, right? Is WIS part of this topic? You are using WIS, right, Louis? You are using WIS as
no, I'm this is just referring to my our team's issued report, such as those technical focus, and yeah. So the WIS part would be under the new products or product enhancement, because last year we didn't set that as the.
Yeah, I think we'll put one product enhancement as M plus WIS lah.
Okay.
Sorry, what can you repeat that?
Under product enhancement, right, we have this M plus WIS.
How to spell? What M plus?
This M plus.
M plus
AM. No AM, like our logo M plus, M and M plus.
Sorry, I can't remember. What is that?
M for Melacca.
M plus. M plus.
Then space WIS. WIZ.
WIS.
WIZ.
Huh?
WIZ. Yeah.
Oh, WIS. Okay.
Yep.
So how to measure?
Okay, so basically now we are working on automated
signals. Yeah. So
yeah, automated signals, and what's
the trading alert basically.
Yeah. Automated alerts automated trading alerts .
So this one is also referring to the success rate, right? The 65%.
Yeah. I think one is to actually automate it. The other one is, I think, the success rates . Yeah.
Okay.
This 65% that we said earlier on. You mentioned.
I think earlier on was 70%.
Yeah, so we have to put minimum 70 also, right?
So this one under research, is it?
Yes.
Research, and I can put first research first. It's fine. I think it's okay.
So between these two, the weightage?
I think 50-50 . Just put 50-50 first .
Okay. Any other area?
Not at the moment. I think
other products will be coming. I mean, we'll add on later, right?
Under new products.
Okay, good. We move forward. Employees' competency level. So this will be under why IT?
I think it should be every single department also.
I think usually under HR not every single department. But HR is to facilitate, then you have a trainees analysis, then HR has to organize the training to improve the competency level of all the employees . But usually under HR .
Okay.
But our procedure is department head to define their training needs analysis. Then for the training
Yes, HR is to facilitate, but department head is to help you. But usually we don't put under the department head lah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then how to measure for this?
Okay, there are different way of measuring. One is the Okay, one is the using a competency model lah. Competency model, you need to build a competency framework for the entire company, meaning that for every single position in your company, you need to have competency model. Then you need to conduct a competency assessment. So when you conduct a competency assessment, then you know the competency gap, because for every position, let's say research executive, what kind of competency model? Then you conduct assessment. Then the result will be the competency gap. So based on the competency gap, and then you provide training to improve the competency. So after the training, then you're going to have post assessment on the competency. So after post assessment, then you can see whether there's any improvement. So that will be the improvement, will be the success rate of the training. So that is one of the method. This is more on a more professional method. And second method is easy method. Easy method means you just ask all the HOD to fill in the form on a training analysis form. Ask them to have a recommendation, what kind of training that you need for all the employees, then the justification. Then you assign training. You coordinate the training for the employee. So then that is one of the way, right? So depending on which method that you feel that you're ready. But of course, the first method, definitely you need a lot of resources. You need to build the competency model first.
Oh, okay. I prefer the option 2.
Option 2 is easy because you otherwise you start with that. So then okay, now then you get all the HOD to support you lah. So simple this one Okay. So next is employee retention rate.
Sorry to interrupt, Wilson.
Sure.
On just now the product enhancement, right? We also think that by measuring the earnings return over the success rate also is very important. So, Chawi, do you think that we want to put that in as well? We need to say that every peaks how much we earn in terms of percentage over this success rate. Because sometimes if we already hit like 50% success rate, but actually the earnings will be more than the usual benchmark, like for instance, compared to KLCI or the small cap index. So yeah, so that is my my input on this.
Xiaowei is not there.
Oops.
You mean to repeat that until she's back?
Chawi.
I heard that.
Yeah. So you heard right. For the success rate and also the product enhancement side, I also think that the measuring by earnings also important, because sometimes if we didn't hit the success rate, but actually the traders will be able to earn because of the profit to loss ratio. So they win big, but they lose maybe.
But I don't think. But I don't know if we have this mechanism though to.
I mean, we can always manually, pull out the data to say that if they have 50% success rate, but actually they are making money. So based on our stock picks, we already achieved certain earnings percentage. Will that be also important?
Yeah, I think if you can, I do agree in that part as well. So I think you can add on. I mean, we can enhance this instead of using, like you say, success rate alerts. To use
earnings. So we put it under the product enhancement side to achieve.
New one, is it?
Under the risk plus risk automated. Yeah, this one under this.
Okay, so you want to change the wording?
And yeah, I think wording I think just add in on the success rate must be 65%, or then the earnings must be above certain percentage.
What percentage do you?
Should we use benchmark? If more than benchmark by 5%, 10%, or even 15%? We start off with maybe 5%, then we discuss later, or how?
I think we can discuss later on this one as well.
Yeah.
So your definition of success rate is earning more than 5%. So you want to have 60%, right?
Earnings more than 5% in total versus the benchmark. Is that better?
I think let's discuss this in detail.
Okay.
Be able to just decide this.
Okay.
Okay, now, but I just put a remark here first. Later on, you can finalize it. But your target is still 65%, right? Okay. Okay, good.
Okay, so another question is, if we don't hit this 65, if for instance we hit like maybe 63, so how do we put a point scoring for this?
Don't worry, that will be the next topic.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so now I want to go into the last KPI. My recommendation for this is KPI tracking and review 1 per month. So meaning that just is to organize, the KPI review section either monthly or quarterly. So that means everyone look at all what we have achieved, where we are now, the tracking.
Whole company, is it?
Huh?
It's a whole company.
Yes, it is important. You need someone to coordinate, then everyone report, every month, okay, where are we now? How can we improve? And so on. Right? What are the challenges you face? If you're not hitting your target, let's say if you're not hitting the target amount of people subscribe, what are the issues that you need to address? Right? Yeah. Then that will help your company to improve. Okay. So now I think we have sorry for delay. We have a very productive discussion this morning. Then we can have 15 minutes break here. Okay. So now is 10:55. We all come back at 11:10. Okay, 11:10 we come back, then we continue. Okay, so I see you later. Jess, is it okay?
Yes, Wilson.
You do not need to log off. You just need to leave your PC here first. Then we come back at 11:10. See you later. Thanks. Okay, are we back?
Back.
Okay. Shall we here? Shall we?
Javi will be late 11. We can continue first.
Okay, I can continue. Okay, so no problem. So now, I need to hold on. Just let me share the screen. Okay, so now, as mentioned earlier, let me recap the difference between GW, CW, and DW. Okay, so one is the GW, that means all the company combined become the gold weightage. So CW is company weightage, that means all the departmental combined become the company weightage. But within the department itself, there is a weightage. So just now we are looking at horizontal. So horizontal means you want to achieve the company's KPI, but now we are talking about within the department. Okay, within the department means the vertical line. So the vertical line is the most important one, which is, let's say, for example, now let's talk about compliance. So compliance, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 KPI here. Okay, so now I need the input from all of you. What will be the weightage, for compliance for all the KPI within, compliance department? So now let's say reduce penalties, PBT. So what will be the weightage? Just maybe you can take a lead here since Xiaowei is not here, or yeah.
I think I will take a lead for compliance. I'm the head of compliance, Joanne. So
yes.
I would say that for compliance, to minimize the compliance penalty is the most significant KPI for us. In which it should be maybe a 50% weightage.
50, okay. Yeah. So this one?
This one maybe 10%.
10%, okay. Yes. Then over here?
It will be 20-20 for each.
20, that's it. So yes. Total is 100%. Okay, great. Compliant. Thanks a lot, Joanne. Okay, next, operation department. Operation, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, my mouse moved too fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, 10. There are 10 KPI. Okay. So who can help me on operation?
Jamie.
That means we have to put all these weightage here to 100%, is it?
Yes.
Because I need to review the list.
Okay, maybe let's. Okay, usually what other kind how we do we put all 10% first, then later on you increase and decrease okay, easier. So later I'll put 10% first, then we review together. So other department you also can contribute, because not necessarily must be within that department that you all, because all contribute to the company grow, you all grow together. You see? So hold on, let me see whether 100% here. Okay, not 100%. Okay, let's review. Okay, on-time accuracy of charges. This one. 0 bad debts. Reduce compliance. PBT. So which one? The most important for operation. We start with this 4 first. If you want to adjust the weightage.
I think the revenue will be the first one,
right? The first one should be important, right? This one. So how many percent you think you should put?
This 4 total have to be 100, is it?
Yeah, total had to be 100.
Then here will be 50.
50, oh, sorry. 50, then the rest you need to reduce already, yeah. So you need to reduce others area. So bad debts.
20 maybe.
20, is Chawi back, Chawi? Because this one we need to also understand by, is Chawi not here? Who can represent the management here? Who is available, Mr. Fok or Mr. Lim? You all have to give an input, you know.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. If you need
Yeah.
my assistance, I'm here.
Okay. So you just if you have any other input, you can comment. Okay. Now you have 50, 20 already. So the rest not much you can add already. So you have about 30. So you have other KPI. You have to reduce others already. So I reduce to 5. Let's say 5. Let's say how it goes. Let's say the reduce compliance penalty 5. PBT also 5. And then automation matching 5. Account opening within 3 days 5. SOP 5. Google Form 5. Client monitoring process 5. Open foreign market US 5. You still exceed. You still exceeded 10%. So you want to which one you want to reduce, or you want to reduce other KPI?
Then maybe reduce on the revenue.
I reduce to 40.
Maybe to 20, because down there also need to add. I thought just to add up here.
20. PBT. Is the operation significant? Not significant, right? PBT.
I don't think so. I mean,
if they hit the income, then of course you contribute to the PBT.
So now you have now your most important one for department for operation department is these two .
The bad debts will be one of it. But down there, because we also have those account opening, all those things also we need to set.
So now if you look at now, it's 80%. You got another 20% to allocate . So these two remain.
Remain first. We go down first.
Then these two now.
Maybe 10 here on the opening.
Oh, sorry. 10. Okay.
Further down, do you have any more?
Yeah, we have these 3. We have 4.
Below, any more below? Bottom?
85. You still got 15 to allocate.
5. But this is subject to change also, right? Later.
Yeah.
So we put 10 at the internal form first. Row 27. Yeah.
Okay. 10. Okay. You got another 10.
10 will be on the up SOP.
Okay. 5 more.
Oh, there's another 5. Then you go up.
Okay. Yeah, there's another 5. Okay, go up. Hold on. These 2.
On the deposit withdrawal then.
Sorry, which one?
Row 18.
18. Okay. 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. So Jamie, you're 10 now. Okay, great. 100% now. Okay, now I move to the next one. Hold on. Next is finance. Okay,
finance and admin will be led by Clarice.
Okay.
Same person,
Clarice
is it?
here. Yeah. Clarice here.
Oh, okay. That means you are handling both lah. Then we should not separate the department .
But then I think we should separate lah, because some of the target might be different. So it's better to separate.
Okay.
But I would think all these have equal weightage.
Equal.
Can we just how many we have for finance? Can I just go through? 1,
Three,
2, 3,
4,
and
4
4.
only.
4. Okay, then 25 each.
25 each, huh?
Yep. So,
100%,
sorry, I think I changed my mind. It goes slightly higher. The third one. The third one slightly higher. SOP compliance. The SOP compliance. Yeah, this one. Probably higher weightage. 35.
35, so you
Okay,
need the
then
finest.
the PBT reduced by 10. PBT 15. This one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 100, right?
Okay, 100 already. Thanks.
Okay.
How about
Yeah.
admin?
Admin.
You have
1, 2, 5,
3, 4.
2.
4 also.
Yeah, similar. 25, 15. This one, 25. This one I think 15.
15, okay.
Yeah. Then the computerization. Yeah, the computerization is 35.
Right.
This one 25. No, sorry, 25, and then the next one 35.
25.
This is 35.
Both also 35.
No,
Okay.
row 27, 35. The one above is 25.
Okay.
Yeah, this is 25. Yeah, 100, right?
Let me check. Yep. Wow, you're good in figure.
Okay.
That's why you're in the finance.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Okay, next is marketing and communication.
Yep. How many is there?
Okay, let's go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 8.
Okay. Start with the marketing one first. Okay. 20 on the client sign up.
You start with this one first, Okay.
20 on the follower and likes.
Oh, sorry.
No, the follower and like. 15 and 15 for the webinar and client activation. 20 for this.
Okay.
Five.
Let's look at the balance first. You're 95, you got 5 more only, but you got 2 above.
The lowest is 5.
You no, you can be 2, maybe 1 also can.
Okay, can we go back down a bit to the I'll take away the 5% from the sign up and take away 5% from the follow and like, then put 5 each above.
Then you have extra idea. Maybe let me check. 5. Oh, you still need to fill in another 5.
Oh, is it? Okay, then I can put back into the client sign up.
20 lah.
Oh, sorry, the likes. Sorry.
Okay, 20.
Yep.
Okay. Any comment, other team? No comment. We'll at least conclude for now lah. Okay, 100%. Great. Okay, next go to the Jess Nyo. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Compliance 15. PPT 5, SOP 10, internal form 10, employee competency 30, and KPI 30.
Okay, great. So now we go next. IT.
Can I view how many items are there?
Yeah, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
Okay, item number 1 is 10.
Okay.
2 is 5. The CRM is 20. Let me see. Okay, the rest is 20, 20. Okay, this will be the last one, 20.
95. You need to F5.
5, let me see. Can you go up?
Huh? Oh, okay.
Okay.
CRM.
No. 10, 5. Okay, you go to the last one, I think the foreign shares. Okay, put this as 25.
Okay, 25, huh? Good. Any comment from the group? If no, I will move on. Okay, great, thanks. Okay, now for research, who is in charge of research?
Me, Louis.
Okay, Louis. So Louis, you have 1, 2,
yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 7.
Okay, I think 10%. I think 10% first, and next would be also 10%. Then this one would be 20%.
Okay, you have 50.
This would be 10%.
60.
The opening is 20. Then I think 20.
May not be enough.
Oh, okay.
70. Only left.
This part is may not be enough. Then 15. Or maybe can we go up?
Okay, sure.
The top part. I think this is all right. Scroll down. Yeah, this is all right. 40, 60, 20. Okay, can then the rest put into the top 3 parts, right?
All total 100 now lah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. Next is dealings. Wow, dealing a lot lah. Who is dealings?
Yeah, me.
Mr. Fok. Okay, so you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, 10.
Wilson, can I ask for a favor? You increase the size of the screen.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, we can go through now.
So revenue.
Okay. Can I go through all the items first before we allocate?
Can.
Alright.
Your revenue, then you have bad debts, you then have a compliance, PPT, then you have a new client sign up, new client activation, then online webinar, CRM, SOP, foreign market. That's it.
Okay, seems like about 10 of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely revenue is the most important. It will be 70%.
Oh, yeah, not much left to distribute. Okay.
Yeah, if revenue is not there, then everything else.
Yeah.
Not really, because I think you can see that, revenue is the most important target that everybody need to hit.
Sure.
Okay.
So, do you want to equally divide for the rest?
Yes. Normally, yes.
Okay, you have 30 divided by 9. One is about 3.3 lah. Maybe I
I
put
think
3 first.
sorry, can I just add on here, right? So I think client base is also important. So can we have like a larger percentage to client base? I mean, which this new client, then the rest I think can divide equally
So what
in
is
a
the
smaller
percentage?
part.
What's the percentage?
If we say they're all together 10, is it?
Now you have
Altogether you
9
have
left.
10, is it?
Altogether 10, yeah.
10 and then 9 left, and then if you were to put a bigger chunk for this, then 8 would left. Then do 12. So can we can we reduce the weightage for the range to 60?
Okay, 60.
I mean, that's my opinion lah. Then I think 60, then 60, then can we do 5 for the 5 for the 5 for this new clients, and then the rest to be
Activation also 5, is it? Activation also 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you have
Maybe we will wait with 30. If the rest is 3, then 24. So if you put 3 for the rest,
91.
6 more, right? 91. 91.
91.
Four more. So we add. Then we can add to the 2 to get 99 lor. 99 for this client sign up. I mean this client base.
99. 1 more percent.
No, there must be something. 10 lor. 10 and 9 lor.
First one 10.
10 for the client. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you so much, shall we? Okay. Then the customer service. Customer service, let me go through. Who's the PIC for customer service?
I'm here, Tishon.
Okay, so now we have 1, 2. You want me to reduce the size? Okay, repeat. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 6.
Okay. For this, I think the first two we put 5.
Okay.
This is 30, 20, 10, 15. How many percent I left with?
75, then 25 lah.
25. No, you put this at 10.
Okay, then 15 more.
15 more. This you change to 40. The customer response 40. And then complaints change to 20.
Which one?
Complaints change to 20.
Oh, complaint.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, 100%. Yes, great. Now the last one, corporate finance.
You can skip here this for this department.
Yeah.
Listen, skip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why skip?
No, because actually they have a they are in a different scheme between us lah. Because theirs is basically just profit sharing. So okay, if you want to put their percentage is definitely higher on theirs is the PAT side, the PBT side, and the rest is just
So you don't want to skip this lah? Then we skip lah.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Okay, great. So okay, now I think we have completed not completed lah. I mean, you have at least now you have some idea about departmental KPI, and next section is a very important one. Okay, and in fact next section is a lot of company they didn't do well in that area lah. So Chia Wei, you have to pay attention this one. Okay, so a lot of companies they have KPI, but they didn't do well in the next thing, which is the KPI scoring. So if you don't do well in the KPI scoring, means that you are using a feeling to give the score, right? Very judgmental. So what we need to do is we need to understand the concept first. Okay, let me show you the video here. Okay, now you can hear the sound. Okay, hold on. Just show you the experiment on the monkey. So the first 5 seconds, there's no sound, don't worry. Then later on, when the guy talk, you have a sound.
The one on the left is the monkey who gets cucumber. The one on the right is the one who gets grapes. The one who gets cucumber, note that the first piece of cucumber is perfectly fine. The first piece she eats. Then she sees the other one getting grape, and you will see what happens. So she gives a rock to us, that's the task. And we give her a piece of cucumber and she eats it. The other one needs to give a rock to us. And that's what she does. And she gets a grape. And she eats it. The other one sees that. She gives a rock to us now, gets again cucumber. She tests the rock now against the wall. She needs to give it to us. And she gets cucumber again. So this is basically the Wall Street protest that you see here.
So, okay. So what do you think? Anyone can share what do you think about this video that you saw?
We are monkeys.
We are not monkeys. Okay, you see, when you talk about fairness, we talk about fairness. Okay, thanks for the joke anyhow. So if you notice, if you give first piece of cucumber to the monkey, there's no problem at all, right? There's no problem at all. But when you give the grape to the second monkey and that monkey saw it, the monkey will not be happy because there are something to compare, right? So now the question is, what is fair, what is not fair? That is the main thing that we want to do today. So how to be fair, right? I believe you all have done appraisal before, year-end appraisal, right? So you are in a corporate world. Year-end appraisal is very common. Let's look at this one of the year-end appraisal here.
We're going to get this started. I don't have much time as it happens.
Right. I can't believe we're actually doing this after you cancelled 5 times in the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, well, it couldn't be helped. I've been flat out like a lizard drinking. All right? Okay, so let's talk about your performance over the last 6 months. Back then when I talked to you, I told you you need to work on your customer service skills. And yet only yesterday when I talked to Mary, she said you hadn't done this, much to my disappointment, leaving me no option but to mark you as marginal for customer service skills.
Do you mean Mary from my division?
Mm-hmm.
She's been on annual leave since the week before last.
Right. Well, it must have been Anne, okay? It doesn't matter who said what. You failed to achieve the target I set for you, all right?
Come on, that's ridiculous.
No, I'm serious, okay? Let's carry on. Let's move on, all right?
Okay.
Teamwork. Yesterday, I heard you arguing with Ian, and as it isn't the first time it's happened, you obviously need to work on your teamwork.
The reason why we were arguing was because he told me that I shouldn't be using the new information login system, which has a problem with it, and that I should be using the older system, which is quicker. And
Don't come to me with excuses, okay?
I'm
all
actually
right?
trying.
You need to work on your teamwork, all right? Okay, next category, written skills. I've marked you as marginal here as well. I see no evidence of your written skills.
What about that report I wrote a few months ago on improving customer relations? Wouldn't that count for something?
What report?
Well, the one I
What
wrote.
report? Didn't you help Ian write that? Oh, no, that's
No.
right, you did it, didn't you? That wasn't evidence of your written skills. It was full of half-baked ideas, all right? Okay, let's move on to the next category.
No, John, you're kidding yourself. I'm not moving on to the next anything after that display of utterly inept management, okay? In fact, the only thing I'm moving on to is a better working place. As far as I'm concerned, you can stuff your job.
So anyone come? What do you think? What do you think about this? Any comment? Hello, are you there?
I think the employee didn't feel like he was being listened, not being respected, and the judgment, all this thing is from others rather than the manager looking judged from his own eye.
Yep. Thank you so much. Easy, of course, put the leadership besides, and all the score, right, are very subjective. So when you judge someone based on subjectivity, that is a problem. If you look at the conventional appraisal form, okay, let's look at the conventional appraisal form. And this is the form that is a real form that being used by a company. They have office in Malaysia, Singapore, and Thailand. Okay, so you look at this form. There are a few hundred employees here, and they're using this standard form. If you go inside here, you have a reference here. Look at the reference. You have an outstanding guideline here, 9 to 10, good, 8 to 8.9, average, 6 to 7.9, and so on. So you have the guideline here, fine. Then let's move to the next page. You have planning and organizing skill. Then you're setting objective. And then you have a leadership, your customer satisfaction, your work knowledge. So what is the problem with this form? When you place your employees, right? For example, your work knowledge, right? Work knowledge, if you give the work knowledge score of 5 out of 10 to your employee, so what if your employee not happy with that? The employee said, why 5? Why not 8? Why not 9? How do you justify 5, right? If your employee are not happy, then you look at this form here. Okay, 5 means you are not achieving basic expectation, right? So then your employer asks you, what do you mean by basic expectation? What is your expectation? Of course, you give some point here, and your employee will counter back, and end result is both parties will not be happy, right? Regardless of whether you win or you lose this argument, you cannot reach the consensus because the score is very subjective. You cannot justify it. That is the problem, right? So that another one is you look at this form here. You have planning and organizing skill, your setting objective, your leadership, your customer satisfaction, all are important, right? Work knowledge important, making decision important. Okay, now, what is the problem with this table here? Let's say I'm a customer service officer. My job is to make sure customer happy, and my customer not happy. Let's say my customer complaining. So I got 0 for this particular item. Customer satisfaction, I got 0, fine, no problem. But if I get, other item, I get 10, right? The total is, I score 110, right? 110 means that I'm a high performer. Okay, let me repeat that. I'm a customer service officer and my customer not happy, and the appraisal form shows that I am a high performer. Something wrong with the form. That's why you can see this form, what is lacking of is the weightage. Every single KPI, you need to have weightage. That is important. And second issue is that this form, you have competency inside there. On the day one, I believe you all gone through the exercise. What is competency? What is KPI? Competency is the ability to perform, such as skill, knowledge, and attitude. Those are not KPI. So if you lump everything here, you are not driving the performance. What we need to put inside here is the KPI. Those are the items that we discussed in the Excel. Those are the KPI. So we should not put the competency inside here. So these are the common issue here. You have a long list of checklist items that you cannot focus for your employee. And then you have confusing 1 to 5. You mixed up competency and KPI. And you have no weightage. And some even don't even align to company goals, right? So that's why we are going through this exercise together to make sure all the KPI are aligned to your company objective. You have company goal, then your company KPI, then you have a departmental KPI, right? And the last point is the conventional appraiser, you do not have a periodic review. You do not wait until the year end only you review. It's too late already. We need to review our KPI every now and then so that we can improve every month, right? So that is the very important point here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to learn how to write a good KPI. Hold on, let me move to the section. Okay, so for every single KPI, you need to be very, very specific. Okay, we have been discussing this. I believe you all know what does it mean. Okay, measurable. You can see in the Excel, I put one column called target. So every KPI that you have to be measurable. Okay, example, number, percentage, RIM. Then the KPI have to be attainable. It has to be a reasonable KPI. And it has to be relevant. You have to be relevant to the goal, relevant to the position. And you need to have time based by when. So you use a SMART principle here. So far, any question? No question? I move on. Okay. So then next thing is, okay, this is very important. This is very important. So you all have to pay attention here. Let's say you have a sales target KPI, you set at 50 million. Okay, 50 million sales. So when you achieve 50 million means what? You are happy, right? Let's say, for example, you achieve 50 to 51 million, you are happy. You all understand Bahasa, right? Bahasa Malaysia. Gembira, you are gembira, right? If you achieve more than 51 million sales, you are sangat seronok. You are very excited, right? Because you achieve above your target. And if you achieve 40 to 49 million means you're okay, right? It is your baseline, right? Your baseline. For example, if you go for a blood test, right? Let's say your sugar level. Your sugar level at the border still okay, right? Still okay, no problem, right? So if your sugar level at the optimal level, you are happy, something like that. So you need to know what makes you happy, what makes you okay only. Then when you're not happy, okay, not happy means let's say your sugar level very serious already. You need to reduce your sugar. You need to do a lot of actions, to reduce your sugar level. Same thing. That means you're not achieving your, not even the baseline, you're below already. Your company is not making or maybe making losses, right? So you are not happy. And the last one is you entirely fail. You fail completely. You're going to turn the table already. If you are very angry. So this is the 5th level. So you need to understand this properly first. That's why every single KPI you need to have a figure. You put in the figure inside each level here. Understand? Right? So that's how you score. That's how you score your KPI. For example, if you achieve, this one, number 1, excited, then you got 100%. Then this one you score 80%. This one you score 60%, and this one you score 40%, and finally this one you score 0. So that's how it works. So next thing I need you all, to fill in the KPI form. Okay, to fill in the KPI form. How to fill in? I'm going to show you the KPI form here. Chavi, are you there, Chavi?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, so this is most important one. So you all have to fill in the form. Okay, then I open up the form. I'm going to forward this form to you shortly. So this is important because this is the final, sorry, not this. So this is the final step for the KPI to make the KPI complete. Just now in the Excel is not complete yet. Okay, you look at this form. Okay, you all have to understand. If you look at the bottom here, this is what I mean here. And let's say department. So how do I fill in this form? I need all the HOD here to fill in the representative. Let's say compliance. Compliance. Okay, let's look at compliance. Let's say okay, let's look at I pick one first. Okay. I take this SOP compliance for the compliance department. So I copy this SOP compliance into this form called SOP compliance, right? Department is compliance department. So you need to know how to fill in. So employee, who's the one handling compliance? I can't remember.
Joanne.
Okay, Joanna. Okay, so now you need to fill in department compliance. Employee, the HOD is Joanne. So KPI title, SOP compliance. Target is what is target? You look at here. Your target is less than 5 audit. You can see this target column. Less than 5 per audit. That means less than 5 what non-compliance less than 5. So per year or per month this one?
Per audit.
Per audit okay. Less than 5 per audit. Okay, per audit. Then weightage. Weightage, you need to look at the DW. Take note, everyone. Don't confuse with CW and DW. You look at DW, don't look at CW. So you look at DW, for this particular is 20%. Your weightage is 20%. So you put 20 here. 20. Okay, 20%. So all the column have to fill in. So you look at the less than 5 here, right? Okay, less than 5 means what? 4 4. Okay, your target is 4. So 4 means you're happy. If you want to put less than 5 audit, you're happy, right? So if you're less than, how many that you're happy? Maybe excited, maybe less than 3 or maybe 0. If your extended is higher, 0. Okay, 0 is you are excited. So if you get 0, you got score 100%. So if you're less than 5, 80%. What is your borderline? What is the base? Xiaowei, you answer me. What will be the one that your minimum, your threshold? That you
5.
can okay, 5. 5. So what is the one that make you upset? Between upset and fail, you have to differentiate. This one you flip the table already. You bang the table already. Fail one.
6 to 8.
Okay, 6 to 8 Okay. So if you have 9 then you bang the table already something like that right? So this is how you score KPI. It's very clear. It is not subjective. It is not subjective. This is how it works. So I just save this first okay, something like that. So I need all of you, not all of you I mean the PIC to fill in the KPI form. Okay, to fill in the KPI form here. So then later on I need you to present to the group, and then we get the consensus from Xiaowei, from Mr. Lim and from Mr. Fok right? For the management and also from all the HOD, all must agree, right? So let's say compliant, you have how many KPI? You have let's say 1, 2,
4.
3, 4 KPI. Okay, then you need to fill in 4 pages. 4 pages. If you have 10 KPI, you need to fill in 10 pages. Okay, you need to fill in 10 pages. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to WhatsApp this KPI form to Jess, and then Jess help me to forward to everyone. Okay, up to now, any
I just want to check
person can share the table. I need to share the table with all of them.
Yeah, I'm going to share this Excel with Jess and also the KPI form. I'm going to send it to you.
Okay.
So now, okay, shall we? Jess, maybe we need to manage your lunch hour. So do you want to take a break now? Take a break now for lunch, and then later on you continue with this form filling.
Before that, can I? I want to ask. I have a question. I want to ask.
Sure.
Okay. So for example, right, that you know, there's this one we put this PBT you know, profit before tax 35 mils, right? We actually put that right? But not every single department. What I mean is, are we putting there like every single department to, you know, because we just put for company, and overall you need to have 35 mil, right? So how do we break down this into department?
Okay, no problem. You can see let's say this PBT, right? PBT is the company goal, right? But each department also responsible. So you can fill in accordingly. Let's say, for example, compliance department is 10%, right? Then your operation department is 5%. But inside the table here, you set a standard, everyone follow the standard.
When you say set a standard, means what? I put there 35 or how?
No, okay, you have to look at your target here. Let's say PBT, or not zero, I wrote that wrongly. Okay, 35 mil. 35 mil is a target, 35 mil. The 35 mil is a target. You get what I mean or not? So have I answered your question or not?
I know. So that means to meet expectation, everyone would need to contribute 35 mil. But
yeah. No. Company have to. Let's say if company don't achieve, mean everyone don't achieve.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why how do I put this in the KPI? That's why I'm asking.
Okay, let's say this one okay, this one, how you put? Okay, very simple. You put a department each department has to fill in the respective department name okay. So this one you need to put in department and then the name respective name okay. So department let's say I put just simply choose one okay, never mind, I just put Joanne Joanne, same thing Joanne, and also compliance. So the KPI title will be PBT. Okay, target is 35 million. So what is the weightage? Let's say compliance will be 10%. So you put 10%. 10%. So then this one is 35 mil.
But then
35 million. Maybe 35 to 36 example
Okay.
So over here will be.
So that's for the whole company right?
Yep.
That means every department will having the same.
Same one. Every department same one. Because if that means you jump something like. That means if you lose, everyone lose. If you win, everyone win.
Exactly. But the thing is, right? Okay. I mean, maybe this is not the best example. The other one is The other one would be the revenue one. Okay. On this revenue side, right?
So revenue follow this,
if you go down.
Revenue, let's say for operations, Then.
No, I think I don't want to use this example. Can we use dealing as an example? Right, this 77, right? So this 77 is under the whole dealing. It includes each and every region, right? The region one is not 77. The regional one is, breakdown from this 77 million, right? So do I put the breakdown on their KPI, or I actually should put this 77?
Okay, it is a pyramid reporting structure. So who is the PIC for dealing?
Say for example. So for example, right, under 77, I'm just giving an example. 77, okay. Say Klang Valley 30, okay, and then say Melacca 20, and then Penang 10. Say something like this, okay?
Yes.
So in that sheet, what should the you know, the Klang Valley put 30, then Penang put 10, or
yes, correct,
should they
exactly,
put 77?
exactly. No, not 77. 77 will be in charge by.
So what I mean, what do they put lah? What should they put lah?
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
Let's say for example, revenue, what's your title? Revenue, okay. So you put title, let's say department Klang Valley branch, is it branch? Okay, branch. So who's the PIC? Klang Valley who?
Zhenming. CM, I just put CM.
CM.
CM, okay. So CM, now let's say you put revenue here, revenue.
M.
Okay, revenue from brokerage. Okay, revenue from brokerage. Yeah. How much target?
So that's why this is the one I asked you, long. Do we put their Klang Valley one only, or should I put the whole region 77 one?
You need to divide.
Klang Valley one only. So if I put 30, then I say for instance, just now I put 30, then I say that. So just now I said 30 ma. So we put 30 lah, right?
30, yes. So 30
okay.
Then the weightage you can equally divide, or maybe divide based on the quantum lah. So then over here you put 30 to maybe 30 to 31 lah. 30 to 31 mil. And then over here, if you are more than more than 31 means you are excellent lah.
So basically, I break down. So basically, I should break down already lah, right?
Yes. So over here, like you can know lah. Let's say if between 28 to 29 lah. You make sure you don't overlap. Make sure you don't put 30 here. We put 30 here, very confusing. 30 is here or here, right? Yeah. So make sure it's maybe rounded. Maybe over here, maybe 25 to 27 lah, 27 mil lah. So otherwise,
okay, understood. Okay.
Wilson Chong, can you go back to the spreadsheet?
Yep.
Okay, I'm looking at the improved profit before tax. Now, question, how can IT achieve it? IT is always a cost center,
So that means I think that is where I also want to ask, right? So if I were to do this, so does it mean that I put like say, okay, IT, we actually budgeted this. I mean, say for example, IT, our cost is this say okay, IT cost is say 40 mil, say for example, right? And then does it mean that in the mid expectation part is they spend within 40 to 41 mil, something like this, is it, or how?
No. Okay. This profit before tax is a different KPI. This is what we call shared KPI. Shared KPI means the data coming from company. Okay, so meaning that for each department, when the company achieve means everyone achieve. When company fail means everyone fail. So meaning that usually people, why they put this shared KPI among all the HOD is because company want to cultivate the teamwork among department. That means cultivate the mindset of department that we all are contributing to the company's profitability. So that's why it is very important. So every department head has to work together to achieve the company target PBT. That is the objective.
So are you saying like, so if those KPI that is across every single department one should just have one type of KPI that is across
just follow everyone. Let's say IT lah. Let's say IT.
So if they have, so if that KPI is not relevant to every single department, then they should break down and then go into more specific KPI. Are you
okay, you see, now we already done the breakdown already.
That, right?
Now you already done the breakdown. You can see, this is the breakdown. You see, only this one increased client base only relevant to dealings, right? So some other KPI we are very specific already. Only for these are the shared one. Just now we all discussed, right? You want to make it a shared KPI. Everyone also responsible, right? So that's why we have all this here. So for each department, when they fill in, they follow exactly the same one.
But Wilson, but to improve profit, right? IT don't contribute at all. how I'm going to fit in this this KPI.
Okay.
Because
No,
IT
but I
is
think it's but the thing is
IT is mainly a
I think
cost center.
IT side will be the cost controller.
Yep.
Then it shouldn't be under improved profit
Yeah.
before
So
tax.
which is
Then probably
basically
you could have
profit is between
another.
revenue and cost ma.
Probably you have another one within the an item called cost, is it?
Okay, let me answer that. Okay, in general, a lot of company want to put this profit as a
Cost
KPI,
controller, basically.
as a shared KPI. Even HR may say, I'm not contributing to revenue, right?
But I mean, okay, I think.
Yep.
Sorry. I think for this PBT one, is basically profit is derived from revenue and cost ma. So you know, if that department doesn't have revenue, means it's cost ma. So basically, we have to control our costs. That's why I think we put that is why we actually put every department have to they share same equal responsibility towards the profit.
But the definition is not correct, improve profit before tax, But if you want to actually measure based on cost, then we should have another item, so
then
cost control.
That's why I'm also thinking, is it that we need to actually go down to detail, say, okay, for this department the cost is like this, this department the cost is like this.
Okay, you see, usually company wouldn't okay, if you want to look at the cost, right, can be another KPI add on to that. This KPI, the objective is to make sure everyone have the same mindset. Not only cost, sometimes the let's say the software that you propose, the workability, the vendor that you choose, the server that you choose, the support, all this you contribute to company profitability one. You control the cost, control the efficiency, control the productivity. It affects.
Wilson, then can I say that what you're saying, you are talking about the teamwork, the entire company teamwork, right?
Yeah, I think that's what he's trying to say.
Then it's not based on profit before tax. It should be based on teamwork measurement.
No, teamwork is not a KPI. Teamwork is a culture. You see, this is very important. Yes or no, the manager has to decide whether you should have a share or should not. It's not for me to decide. But my recommendation is, yes, you have to have that KPI. Because if you, let's say if maybe the significance of that KPI to contribute to company, you can be lower. Like for example, let's say, let me look at the, which one? IT, let's say IT. So IT, you only 5%. That means within your department, you only 5% weightage. You get what I mean or not? Let's say, for example, for dealings, right? Dealings. Where's dealings? Dealings. Dealings,
Yes,
you always contribute here. You have to play along with the weightage here. How important within the department, how the department contribute.
But if I look in totality, the company would want to bring 85 million for this year. Definitely my spending of IT is going to grow based on the number of a.
So that's why I did not put put cost, because the thing is it's quite, our cost now is sort of quite relative to your revenue, so it should be a percentage of it. So that's where we actually put in profit, because profit is basically revenue minus your cost right? So what we want is, instead of you saying, okay, this department, I set you, okay, this amount you can only spend, right? But if your revenue grows also, I cannot say, oh, you are still having the same amount to spend because we are paying based on percentage So that's where the only thing we can put in is actually profit before tax, the profit figure,
Let me
that's why
remind.
we have control.
Yes.
Then it should be a cost control. It should be a cost control, not profit before tax.
No, I mean it is cost control, but it's cost control for IT side, definitely. Like just for operation, it's the same thing, cost control as well. But
I know, because you based on your 30 to 35 million target, right? So what you're saying that now because I put in 5%, so I can only spend 5% of the 30
no,
to 35 million?
no, doesn't mean this way. No. So okay, so basically, right, okay, you see, we are putting operations revenue target at 85, right? Say for example, 85 is the revenue. Our profit before tax should be 35 mil, right? So it means that our cost is 50 mil. Can I correct? Yeah. So our cost is 50 ma. So that means all the departments all together can only so to get 35, you have to.
Chawe, we are losing you. Chawe, are you outside the house?
You have to spend controlling the 50 mil, right? Can we? So that means, if say for example your revenue target increase, your cost would increase as well, right? But my PBT, I'm still maintaining my PBT,
Hello, Chawe?
Hello, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So let me remind everyone, okay? KPI is about rewarding employees that can contribute to the company's growth, okay? I remind everyone, KPI is very positive, meaning that we recognize everyone's effort to help the company to grow, okay? So one of the indicators to help the company to grow is the PBT, because PBT is very important for the company, because your company, how much money you're making every year, that is PBT, right? Profit before tax. Now, we recognize the importance of every HOD to help the company to grow. That's why your department exists, right? So now we recognize every single department also very important that can help the company to grow, including HR, including IT, including dealings. So because IT is also very important, because if not, IT will not be exist in the company, right? So IT being recognized as one of the very important department that can help the company to achieve the profit before tax. For example, if you don't have IT system, how can your company make the profit, right? So someone mic is can you mute us? It's very a lot of noise behind. Sorry, I don't know which one. Okay, so can you mute your mic, please? Okay, so now let me repeat that. So meaning that why a lot of companies they have a shared KPI like this is because they recognize the contribution, right? So that's why it is important. Everyone, every HOD, we responsible for the company's profitability, directly or indirectly. Even though you have other KPI can reduce costs and you can add on the KPI, but not under this session. That is usually the common practice. Okay, Chawe, do you have want to add on?
Yeah, I mean that is where I do agree. So that's why, because profitability is everyone's, every single department contributes to it. It's either you either contribute from the revenue point of view, or you actually contribute from controlling your cost point of view. But I think profitability is the whole company's
Yep.
You have to it's a KPI for the whole company .
Yes,
otherwise that's how, otherwise we wouldn't be able to pay also .
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's my input also. Any more comment from the floor? Jess, what do you think? That's okay.
Because some our employees KPI did not involve in all these things.
Employee will be a different level already. Employee will go down level. The next level then is a different set of KPI. Okay.
I think maybe we want a bit. Yeah. So I think we just want to now what's the thing that maybe you can move on and see what's the thing that we have to do now, and then I mean maybe along the way when we do more and more, then we would be able to understand better as well .
Yes. Okay, great. Okay, so now I think we can take a break first. Take a lunch break . Okay. So now if 12:15, then we come back at 1:15, then you continue to develop the KPI . Jess, is it okay for you?
Yes, this one, the template for this, and
I'm going to send it to you. I send it to you now after we during the break. I send to you, then you can forward to everyone. I also send the template to you. Then you can, after the lunch 1:15, you can start developing the KPI lah.
Oh, okay. I think want to break the room because different department to discuss their department employees department KPI.
Sure. So I will follow the Excel rooms here lah. Later on, we have to create a room. I'm going to stop this video. Stop this video now. Later on, you can use the same password to log in because I need to convert into MP4 lah. Later on, become a video. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. Thank you so much. I see you at 1:15 later. See you later. Okay, bye.